Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 3 Wrecked is a unique spin on Epic Games' long-standing battle royale, now universe, of a game. 1/5 of the map was covered in sand, new mythics and medallions added to the game, and even a long-awaited crossover, Fallout, is now in the game with the iconic T60 power armor given kindly by the Brotherhood of Steel. But is it worth it, and what's my opinion? I'm Feral, and welcome to The Fancy Opinion. In this video, we'll be talking about the latest season, Wrecked. My opinion on it, opinion on the whole state of the game. Trust me, you'll want to stick to the end to hear it. This is my first video, and hopefully many others, about my opinion on video games and other topics. If there's any video games or topics you want me to take my opinion on, I would love suggestion in the comments below. Now, before anyone goes off to the comments, this is just my opinion, and you should just take it with a pinch of salt. Everything I say isn't a representation of me personally, and everything said is my freedom of expression. Without further ado, this is what I think about this season of Fortnite. This season has been out for less than a week, but many key things have already popped up. Epic has buffed cars a lot more this season, adding modifications like bulletproof tires, off-road tires, machine gun turrets, grenade launcher turrets, and cow catchers available to get put on your vehicle anytime during the game, at pit stops, and randomly all over the map. When it comes to the cars, it's a split between casual players and pro players, with casual players saying the cars are fun due to it being chaotic, while pros who are relying on builds and shooting say it's too broken. I myself am stuck in the middle. Yes, cars now have a better advantage due to the secret health buffs and mods, but it makes it more entertaining and easy for those who play it casually to win. An example of this is my partner. They don't like FPS or third-person shooters, yet at the time of writing this, she has 3 wins in a row due to the vehicles. I can see how people think it's overpowered, but I just see it as people not being able to adapt to the car battles this season was aiming for. Obviously, this season isn't flawless. At the moment, there's an invincibility glitch that I haven't run into yet. It's easy to recreate, and I won't tell you how to do it since it's already a big problem. But if you're thinking of doing this, please don't, for the enjoyment of others and for the integrity of your personal account. One aspect I love beyond belief is the random chance of bosses being able to drive around the map instead of sitting in the location they're meant to be. It makes the characters feel a little bit more alive, and especially aware that they're in a deathmatch in a looped fight over and over again. With the game getting stale, that slight change makes the game feel slightly more fresh, even if after they die, it's just back to the normal battle royale. Talking about bosses, the medallions this season is most possibly the most powerful yet. Since we only have 3 of them due to the very lackluster change of the map, all medallions this season seems to be twice as useful. For the POI Nitro Drome, yes, Drome, not Dome, is the Battle Pass skin Ringmaster Scar, or as I like to call him, AliExpress Junker Queen. Has a unique ability of infinite ammo. Infinite! Yep. Epic thought, what would make a really balanced ability in Battle Royale? Infinite ammo! Now, to their defense, you still need to reload, but it's not really a problem when you get a damage buff. They could easily have given this to Megalodon, and it would have been less broken than the other 2 bosses available. Talking about Megalodon, here's the season's tier 100 skin, the big bad, the supposed leader of the wasteland underworld, with fists of steel and nitro covering him, or fueling him, I'm not sure. He's a man not to mess with. He seems to have a Leviathan under his control, and once he refuels his nitro stash, he'll need to summon it to destroy the island, blah 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 blah. Well, that's what I've heard. Honestly, the game is so dry with its story, it seems like they're trying to make one without wanting to stick to it. But with its mythic nitro fist, his medallion that lets a constant fuel of nitro to whoever uses it, honestly, not my favorite, but their weapons are what I'll drop for them. Give me a moment. I need to check this out real quick. There's no way this character is named exactly what this is. Like, I've researched, but they can't be named this. Give me a moment. Oh boy, it is. Alright. The Machinist, the lazy skin of the season. Oh boy, where do I start? She's a mechanic, so you'd expect her to have something to do with cars, right? Well, I'll give you that, right? She probably has something to do with the boss cars, specifically. But she's specifically for the Nitro Harvester. And so, like, you know, I'm just gonna stick to the script. Like the first season of this chapter, there's a location that makes a certain item that is new to the game, so it makes it slightly more realistic, even if this game is the most wacky game out there, right behind Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Now then, even with that one location that was used as evidence for my point being buried under the drome, why on Fortnite's multiverse is the mechanic looking over a fuel pump? At least make sense. The red line rig was for mining and pumping its materials to another POI. Brutal Beachhead, the ship of the crew. But why on Seven's rocket did they make an arena for cars to fuck around in? Only reason I can think this drome would ever need to be built is either Scar is scary as fuck. Even Megala don't want to mess with her. It's in their contract to have a car ring blasting bad reputation on every location they dock. Either way, the red line rig is probably the most confusing area. One, they put a mechanic to lead workers, but they also knew exactly where it was. But if such a potent source of energy was right next to the gods, how would they not know? Yes, I hear you. It came from the sandstorm. But how? Was it dust? Is it just sand that all clumped together and hardened? I've been staying on this topic for long enough, and I haven't even said a thing about her regaining shields as her medallion perk. Not the nitro, I know, but what part of the mechanic says auto regen? Save the world tech? No, shield was made with mushrooms, so it barely makes sense. Now, each boss you can fight has a reward. Usually it's a gun and a medallion, most seasons, but this season, Fortnite wanted more chaos. Powerful cars. Cars you can get off the bat, it's fully upgraded with a gun on top. Cowcatcher at the front and beautifully reinforced wheels to help fight all those people who didn't want to drop on a boss. That's fine on its own, right? As long as they are uncareful, the car won't last past 25 remaining. But no! The game has to make it so the cars, if not in battle for a few seconds, can start to heal. Not only can you get a repair tool or a box around the map, but it also heals by itself, which causes casual players to have fun. Can't let that happen, can we, Ninja? Look, I get it. Being ran over each game isn't fun, but you know what else isn't? Ruining others' fun by crying about it to Epic. Yes, it's annoying to be killed by them, but if given the car, would you do the same? It's hypocritical to say cars are so annoying and then Kobe yourself into the last player and dance on them. So earlier I said the bosses travel the map. So when they travel the map, they are accompanied by the battle bus. Nothing new to the game besides it's now a massive EMP that can stop cars, so you'd think they would be able to go against a boss car, right? Yeah, they would if it wasn't bad. Its health doesn't regen, it's slow as fuck. If it touches water, it turns into a gremlin and spazzes out. Honestly, I've seen it used in videos and once by a teammate to just have fun. Okay. It's time to talk about the elephant in the room. Epic has a problem I think lots of people know about. They are really pushing their universe / multi-games in one concept in our face. It's almost as bad as Call of Duty games. Last time I played Cold War, you could also access its Battle Royale and 6 other games, and I didn't even know about. And I feel Fortnite saw this company do it and said, fuck it. Let's make more games in this game. But in their way, it makes Battle Royale their main source. They buy 5 games, shove it into Fortnite. They brought Fall Guys, Rocket League into their game. Now it could be to still be able to get money off the games like Rocket League and Fall Guys since they were bought, and probably lots of people stopped playing it due to it bought. And probably lots of people stopped playing it due to Epic's cheese touch. I'm going to take you back for a second. If you didn't know, Fortnite started out as a zombie horde PvE, a game mode I spent way too much money on, and I'm going to complain into the void of the internet to talk about it. It was one of 2 options you could select before creative was introduced in Season 7 in the first chapter. I loved and still love Save the World. But once the second chapter finished, it's like they threw away Save the World. The one game mode they owe their status to. Yes, it wasn't the Battle Royale mode that blew it up, but they owe their OG season items Most guns too. Without Save the World, Fortnite wouldn't have had been done so fast, and another game could have taken its place as one of the most growing, successful games in the history of gaming. Not only does Save the World get abandoned, but also LTMs. Yes, brought them back in Season OG, but it was only for a short time and they removed it again. OG could have been the fixed all their wrongs and fixed the law after Season X, but they launched the other modes. Does anyone remember Party Royale? No? Why not? It was so popular, you could dance, play mini games, play dress up with random players, go to a concert full of music, and even play piano. Well, it's still available to play if you ever get bored of Battle Royale or Save the World. Oh yeah, they kind of abandoned it as well. The piano has been ripped out of the floor, leaving a rectangular gap on the floor. The only reason I knew they don't care about this mode was because the floor still had musical notes on it and a blank hole being there. When I joined the game, everyone left soon after, and you can't even change your uniforms anymore. The concert you'd think would be still playing all those cool songs Fortnite had the right to back then, but no, it's not even playing songs. You can't hear your own emotes in the area, and the screen doesn't work. You can't even mantle in this mode, which at least Save the World got every update when it came to the moving mechanics. Trials are so boring, it's not even a good reason to stay. I spawned in a quad using a vending machine to see how well I'll do in a race, and I couldn't even start the race because of how broken everything is. Maybe Team Rumble will be any good? Well, actually, yeah, it is. Classic Team Rumble. Two buses, two teams loot each side of the map and have a constant stream of loot and storm pressure. So the fights are not in the same location all game. Updated to the newest map, cars are easy to destroy due to the amount of people, and it's honestly still fun as I remember it being. It's a good way to farm milestones. The only problem I see is the medallions, but it's written over so quickly due to how fast and easy the game mode is, and I think that's why Fortnite is updating this and fixing it more, because it's a long time favorite, and they don't want to lose what little group is stored in this game mode, and honestly, I'm glad. It's not rage inducing, it's not chill, it's classic Fortnite, updated to a modern time, and it has the sense of OG game modes, and it makes you crave them even more. Now to more forgotten game modes. Remember Legends Landings? No? Well, me neither! It's placed in the Buy Epic tab, yet it was made by someone called Game Famps. Famps? Game Famps. Famps. Whatever this is. And I had no idea what it even is. Unless you like the Fortnite Cup and want to rub one off to Fortnite loading screens, I don't suggest you come to this island. From what I gathered, with an astonishing 0 players in my lobby, it's some sort of 1v1 arena that also shows off Fortnite tournament winners in an exhibition before leading you to a cinema of Fortnite loading screens. My best bet is it's used to watch cups while in Fortnite. Not my thing and not my place. You think I'm done? Almost. Creative. Oh boy! Did this get both an upgrade and a downgrade? Upgrade because of how used it is by creators of maps, but casual players who used to play this are to get new featured maps and see the design every month or week or however long. Now it's just a barely designed room with a portal to all your islands for those who want to make maps. There's just nothing else to say. It's just for people who make maps. But to those who make maps, good on you because Fortnite's pushing them like crazy. No need to make new and exciting game modes when you can make other people make their own copy and paste modes, like Tycoons, 1v1s, 2v2s, 20v20s. Oh my god. It's just a sweat pleaser. There's so many maps about fighting each other. Even chill modes like Tycoons and Simulators, you can still get killed by a random if you don't have enough money to buy 3 stories, so they can just mantle their way into your base. Even if you do have a secure base in these modes, you need to go outside of your base to play the game. Take Murder Tycoon for example. You build a base to kill someone. People can walk into your base defense and still have 150 health, so it's no use hiding inside. But you still need to go outside to kill targets with stars. And once you get high enough, you need to kill level 6 stars, and they spawn every 10 minutes. So not only do you need to be outside of your base most of the time, but it's not even safe inside. So what? There are a lot of new game modes in Fortnite now, including Fortnite Festival, Rocket Racing, Lego Fortnite. Honestly, who plays Rocket Racing or Lego Fortnite? If you like Lego Fortnite, play Minecraft. If you like Rocket Racing, literally play any racing game.
I know no one plays them besides doing the challenges. Half the time you can't even see them since you can only get the option to look at them when you're in the game mode. And let's not forget Festival, probably the only one I like playing by myself. I can't get anyone to play racing and Lego with me because it's so boring, so I default to Festival, which itself is still buggy. At this season's launch, I went to play Festival after a few games of me winning most of them, and then getting pissed off at Fuel by Metallica. Why? Because all my settings were fucked with by Epic. Everything reset to their default settings. Why though? I don't know. The festival season was 7 out of 10 weeks done, and it was nowhere near the end of that season, so I'm just confused why they touched my settings. Finally, the last thing I want to add to the pot, events and storylines. Yes, I'm that guy. I was there for the first Rocket event, Kevin, Volt, Mecha, Black Hole, Travis Scott, Midas, almost every event I went to and followed the storyline to a T, only for it to start folding on itself and crashing. No, I didn't buy the comments and read them because the lore isn't even straight in the comics themselves. And this season has basically no story and barely relates to anything besides Revenge Jonesy. Apparently, he was the one who dethroned Zeus, so he got the society, the Greek gods, and now he wants Megalodon? That's the story of the season, at least from what I've heard of voice lines in TikTok. TikTok! If I need to hear voice lines in an app that's not even related to the game, I don't think this game wants a story. Yes, I understand each chapter is a new start to the developers, but honestly, who honestly doesn't say the events around the Seven's death were all over the place? And if you want to know why, the new modes I was just talking about, being Fortnite Festival, Lego Fortnite, and Rocket Racing, was draining the budget and the developers out from the people who did the events and the people who made the storyline work. The person who made the original storyline for Fortnite, being back in Chapter 1, Chapter 2, maybe, is leaving Epic, and I don't blame them. This game is a mess at its core, and it's fitting because it's a battle royale. Fortnite, give some love to the old modes and fix your battle royale so it fits for all. So I've recorded this all before the update, and I found out literally the next day I was gonna start editing the video. Then notice they did an update, and they basically said, "Hey, so casuals, you know how you didn't want anything bad to happen? So we made a bunch of counters to cars, and now you can't have fun anymore. So what I'm saying is, I should be faster at editing, and literally most of the things I say in this have been contracted. I can't. Why is this is the state of this game, right? It's been barely a week, and they're nerfing a bunch of things that everyone said was cool and chaotic, fun and creative, and threw it under the bus just so they can please fucking Tyler Blevin, Ninja fucking Tyler Blevin, any fucking sweat, and they're like, oh, this game's so much better now that I can survive. I can survive because I want to build. Fuck off. Anyone who disagrees with this next section, you are the problem. Sweats shouldn't be the reason the game gets updated. The whole community in a whole should be the reason. Everyone said chaos equals fun. I'm leaving this unedited, this last bit, just to let you know how pissed off I'm at this. It's uh, I haven't played the game since because I'm that pissed off at it. This was originally going to be 15 minutes long, not even. I went on a rant because of how annoying most things are or how they've forgotten stuff, and they this is the thing. They do hot fixes. They do quick fixes to appease sweats and streamers. It's I don't know. I'm blaming Ninja too much, but I feel like you guys need to see my point in this. Or it this game doesn't think for the casual players, people who just want to, for people who come home at late one day from work, who want to relax and play a game, or to those people who don't like playing video games but plays it for that one person. that's the sort of invitation I want this game to have, and they're doing it in the worst possible way. I'm I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. I'm gonna do my. I'm gonna still put my ending on the end of this. Um, but if you have gone this far, again, this is just my opinion. Um, but if you've gone this far, please comment or like anything to know I've reached someone and someone's gone this far. You know what? Type type tomato head if you if you've got this far. That's what I'm gonna leave here. Type tomato head if you've gone this far. And thank you for watching. I really appreciate you coming this far into a video. 20 minutes it's been to just listen to me complain about fucking battle royale. This has been Feral, and I hope you enjoyed. This has been the fancy opinion. That's what I think. What do you think? Leave your comments down below, and I hope to see you down there. Good game.